This is G.
I'm Bottles.
Yeah, we're playing more Ghosts of fucking Sushi.
Oh,
I'm going this way, Sakai.
Oh, wait.
what?
I set my, How do I play this game again?
With the buttons. You know. What they tell you. Are you going to kill him?
You move so slow when you have your freaking bow
It is
out.
a good bow, but victory is won by warriors, not weapons.
You haven't seen the Mongols fight.
Oh, we going Zelda now?
Not yet won.
You can't escape from me, Sensei! I'll roll you down.
Fort Nakayama.
I hope your student is inside.
I'm like coated in mud now.
Get a better look at the defenses from up there.
That's what you get for being a dirty little shit.
Give me a dude. I feel so nice and cool now. Covered in mud.
I'll find a way in. Open the gate. Then we hit them.
You always charge into battle with your
Ah, the
hakama
wind
half-tied.
feels so good now. I'm covered in this cold
Patience,
mud.
Sakai. The Mongols will send men to find their missing patrol. When they open the gates, we strike.
The longer we delay, the longer Tomoe remains in danger.
Who gave you permission to touch me?
Take care of yourself.
Well, now I'll
Survey
have
the
to call the
battlefield.
police.
Can be used to our advantage.
Please.
One shot could stir them up.
I'm watching too much Fellow.
Mongols will face
I've been incorporating too much
insects and
screaming in my life.
Those barrels could do some damage.
Red barrels in a game are always explosive.
100%.
In real life, though,
The skill.
Not at
they're
all.
usually not. They're usually just barrels.
There's no such thing as an explosive barrel.
Arrow in those
Yes,
hanging
there
lights
is.
will kick up sparks.
Only if it's meant to be.
Start fires.
There's no, oh, I'm sure the tub
When
of
the gate's
gasoline.
open.
Boom.
Distract the enemy.
Sure.
It's not how
Rain
it
arrows
works.
So
on
you've
their
tried?
heads.
No.
We storm the fort
How do you know?
and free
Um,
Tomoe.
Good.
Science.
Now we
bitch.
wait.
So we're gonna snipe some Mongolians?
They're opening
About
the gates.
fucking
Oh
time.
my god, they waited until sunrise.
It's about time.
This was like a bad idea. Ambush the Mongol patrol. How many arrows do I have? 8? Alright, sure. Ah, damn it, I can't play my flute on it. Can I bow at my enemy? They don't see me like standing up.
Why is that
It's like the middle of the day.
Why is that guy up there
Now,
standing up?
Send
Oh, well.
them to their ancestors.
Have fun saying hi to your ancestors.
Oh, shit!
Get eaten by the bees. The bees, the bees. What?
What?
He like let go. Like I guess if you charge for too long, you just fire it off anyway. Me. Oh. Hornets will destroy you. Wow, it hurts.
They're really getting you.
Oh! King, born on Sniper Island. Is that an explosive barrel? It
Yes.
was. Where is this guy? Hiding behind there? Maybe I can make that hornet's nest fall on him. Attack him, bees! Eat him! Ah. The bees are not abiding by my commands.
Stupid fucking bees.
Stupid bees. Dumbass bees. There we go. No, he's dead.
Got
Go
him.
inside.
Hello. That's my Tomoe.
Now we get to go inside and kill everybody.
Hell yeah. It's
Now we
time
get to go inside and murder all the Mongols.
It's time to commit genocide.
Are all of these like explosive barrels? Like, you know, just like... Burn, you stupid Mongolians! Wow, that was mad easy. Damn.
Whoa.
That was so easy.
You just killed
I shot one
Yeah, I was
explosive
gonna
barrel.
say, you killed everyone with one shot.
Oh shit. Not that guy though.
Oh no, he doesn't count.
Come here.
Well,
Wow.
alright.
Damn.
We're chumps.
I think I really like, I really like... I think I'm really liking these barrels.
The barrels are fine.
I gotta find a way to get on top of this, structure over here. Yeah, and give me your lunch money while you're at it.
Lunch money is just an added bonus to what's already going on.
Yeah, death and destruction. I want to climb this, man. Too much to ask.
Yes.
Oh,
Kill him.
I'm trying. They're everywhere. Who's shooting at me from over here? You?
Yeah, he's you know, trying to be hopeful. But you know.
I'm sorry. I'm out of arrows.
Oh.
I need more. You. Yeah. Whee.
Oh wow, I didn't even see that.
Me neither. I just saw the prompt. I didn't even know what it was.
He was like, well, whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, whatever that is. I actually thought that it was just like an arrow pickup or something.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, just a quick escape. I dig that though.
It was
Look at
pretty,
the ninja tricks.
it was pretty sick. It's like, oh, you ever thought about going through the roof?
Do you have arrows on you? Thank you.
Ah, wait, no, my mommy!
Mommy, Mr. Squidward! I will shoot you down!
Nice.
Is everyone dead?
Seems like it. I killed everyone. They're all gone.
They're all dead.
What are they gonna
Stop it, he's already dead.
Are they gonna do?
Oh no, Mr. Squidward. Anybody got any arrows? Oh god, they're all dead.
Yeah, they
Slain
changed.
prisoners.
Tied up. Killed with arrows.
Tomoe
Oh, okay, good. I thought it was me with the explosive barrels.
belongs to her.
I killed them
I
all.
did do that a lot. Are you sure this wasn't me?
Yeah, I did blow up a barrel right near here. Sure, I didn't.
Sure I didn't cause this? He's just really trying hard to, like, create an alibi for you. But, like, you're not even, like, in on it.
You did not do this, Lord Sakai, but you did not do this,
But I very clearly did.
Lord Sakai.
He's just, no matter how much he's trying to, like, convince you to, like, go along with the bit, he
These
just,
arrows
like,
are
doesn't get it.
Japanese. Tomoe.
Yeah,
You
he's
were
like,
sure.
but
I taught her to make
What are you
a
talking about?
deer horn. And that curve of the eagle feathers.
So the Mongols took her weapons.
The shots are tightly clustered. No Mongol shoots Japanese arrows with such skill.
I love like the shoulder
Yeah,
freaking
loud
shield he
countries
has.
as well.
I think those are called pauldrons.
Mm.
I just like how it's shaped. I've never seen like a square one before.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get like our armor fixed.
Yeah.
Right now we're looking
And then we
kind
get,
of
like, both.
we're looking kind of
True
scumbag.
samurai.
What do we do now? Investigate more? All right, yeah, sure. I can do that.
Sure, I mean, whatever you say, you know? Oh, what is that?
Kimono?
Oh.
Someone's personal quarters.
A woman's kimono.
Tomoe's kimono.
The Mongols freed her. Why?
I took her clothes.
Because they like her. Thought she was fashionable.
We like your clothes.
You get to live.
You we want nothing to do with. But the clothes. Give them to me.
The clothes will kidnap. But you were free to go.
The clothes now.
They took all my clothes.
A scroll. Archery terms with Mongolian translations. Your name is mentioned.
She was teaching them my way of the bow. Do you hear that?
A survivor.
Someone's calling for help. I don't hear
Ooh,
it,
is
but
that,
hey.
is that cabbage?
My cabbages!
Lettuce?
My lettuces. This place is even worse than Omashu.
Don't worry, I'll save you!
We're looking for a woman, an archer.
The Mongols caged her with us.
So in talking about how I've been watching Avatar again
Gave her armor and bow.
with Steve, brought Steve into a whole rant about how Korra is apparently awful.
Bodies we found.
I watched Korra up to, I guess, season 2, which is when, like, she starts, like, practicing, like, spirit world stuff.
Yeah.
So that's when I stopped watching. The stuff before that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it when, she, like, finally learned how to do airbending and she just, like, blasted the guy out of a window. I thought that was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like, a really, like, goofy use of airbending.
Yeah.
Like, blowing someone out a window.
Well, the part that he told me about, which, like, did not know this happened,
What happened?
is really just kind of like,
Pushed her too hard.
what the fuck? Why? So, like, apparently they have, like, all this whole thing about, like, how the Avatar, like the whole concept of the Avatar started,
Attack me.
and, like, they started introducing, like, the first Avatar ever, which,
Tomoe.
you know, creatively named as Avatar 1.
She has no idea what it means to be samurai.
Avatar
Drove
Paul.
her to the
You get
Mongols.
it?
Judge me.
Do not
But then,
lie
like,
to
something
me.
happens to where, like, the
I can't let
the
Tomoe
like spiritual
my way of
core
the bow to the
that
enemy.
gives the Avatar,
Stop
like,
her.
their abilities
Mhm.
gets ripped out of Korra
This is my
and
fight.
destroyed.
Your weapon.
What?
No.
What? So what? Like linking, like the
Victory
link
is won
that connects her to the other avatars?
Yes,
weapons.
Okay.
it gets ripped out of her and destroyed,
Okay.
and you literally see the thing of like
Well,
Aang fades away, Roku,
we'll hunt
Kyoshi,
together, but we
all the
don't
way
know.
up to Avatar 1, all
When the
fade
time
away.
I don't know
And-
if that symbolizes them dying, like their spirits
not,
getting
like,
destroyed,
dying, but, like, what it does
her
do-
connection to them.
Yeah, but what it does do, and how I guess they kind of explained it, at least this is
We
how
can't
Steve
rescue
explained
Malcolm
it to
alone.
me.
I need
Is
more
that,
people to
like,
join our fight.
Now
Fine lady,
Korra
Masako
can't
Wadachi.
talk to the rest of the avatars,
She's one of
so
the
now
finest
there's like a
warriors on
new
the
cycle of avatars
Yeah, she's like
where
the
now
new first
Korra
one.
is the new first
Yeah,
one. It's like,
yeah,
why?
yeah,
Why? Why do that? It sounds
Mhm.
retarded.
yeah.
Apparently, there's also a such thing as the Dark Avatar now, which
Okay.
is some fucking middle school
Wow.
OC shit. And it's like, what the fuck is Korra doing?
The
You know,
negative avatar.
yeah, he was also telling me about like apparent the Negatar.
The negachin.
He was also telling me about like
All right, come on, horse, stop it.
you know like some of
Oh,
the
okay.
futures of like the characters from the first show. It's like and how Toph's future makes no fucking sense whatsoever. So you have Toph, who's like super anti like authoritarian in the slightest, like does not give a shit about authority in the slightest. Starts a police force.
Yeah. That I didn't really mind though, because I understand that she's anti-authoritarian, but like she's Aang's friend,
Yeah,
and like if Aang asks her to do something,
yeah, she'll do it.
Yeah, like
I didn't mind that as much as I did like the other fucking stuff that he told me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why make her the first Avatar again? Like, what? Why
Yeah.
make it so that she can't talk to like Aang
Some say they know
or
every secret in
you know
this
Roku or anyone?
island. Wonder where it's going.
What's the purpose of that one? It's like, why put Korra on this weird pedestal?
yeah,
when, like, she hasn't earned a fucking thing. She literally starts the series with the majority of the elements known.
Yeah, she's actually really powerful when she's first introduced.
Which, like, already kind of makes her uninteresting.
Well, it's just like, I don't know, I just thought that it was dumb that, like, the main antagonist of the first season, like, she just couldn't defeat him, and then, like, she learns airbending, and she's just, like, easily able to trounce him, and I'm like, you can do so much with the other kinds of bending, like...
Well, yeah, it's like, in the first show, they show that, like, airbending, useful, yes. In offense, not really. It's more useful in just, like, running away. And, like, getting away from your enemy. It's like the other elements are where, like, the offense really kicks in.
Yeah.
The Mongols are taking it by force.
All air really... The air doesn't really hurt people. It just kind of pushes them away and allows you to get away from them.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like, you know, he was telling me how, like, all the elements have been, like, dumbed down to essentially becoming, like, Dragon Ball Z-esque, like, beam struggle. Instead of, like, actual, like, balance and... You know, like, how they have, like, their opposites, and they go into that in, like, the original Avatar. It's like, they just kind of forget about that.
I'm sorry.
Because they're just like,
I need
fire,
more for that.
pull.
That sucks.
Yeah. I didn't agree with his thing about the world, though. Because he was like, why is the world, like, cyberpunk? And, like, I don't know. I feel like,
Cyberpunk?
well, it's like, you know, it's not really cyberpunk.
Yeah,
it's just like, you know,
It's,
it's like Bordeaux.
I get it, like, the world is evolving, though.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense.
Have we met before?
You know,
Like,
there's,
I
like,
understand-
cities, but it's still, like, old
Yeah, I
times.
get that everything isn't, like, fucking, like, ancient Chinese village anymore, but, like, the world's gonna evolve.
Yeah, especially, you know, now that metal bending is becoming, like, a
Yeah,
more...
metal bending was, like, opening up the fucking, like, bronze period, like,
Yeah.
We can use them to fashion
they can do
dyes.
so much
Like,
more now.
He was like, it doesn't feel like Avatar anymore. I'm like, I don't know about that one, but, like, even then, like, times are gonna change.
I just
Like,
don't, it doesn't really capture the same kind of, like, enjoyment that the original Avatar
Well, that's because
provided.
the original Avatar wasn't about fighting or romance or anything like that. It was about Western philosophy and, you know, just the, like having a heavy responsibility. Whether it was getting your honor back or, you know, having to be this all-powerful being and knowing as a young child and what comes of that. You know, it's about responsibility and it's about Western philosophy.
But I enjoy it just in the sense of, like, they're on an adventure.
Yeah.
Like, for Korra, the entire first season, she's mainly just chilling in the city. I don't really know what she does later on. I know that she goes somewhere else for the second season. But, like, the fun thing about, like, the original Avatar is that it's Aang and his friends on an adventure, and each one of them have their own interesting personality, their own goals in mind, their own unique abilities. Like, the characters in Korra, like, no real offense, but I don't really care about any of Korra's friends.
Yeah.
I don't really find any of Korra's friends interesting.
It's also just a thing of, like, from what I've heard, Korra is the type of thing where it's, like, every, like, season is, like, a different story. Instead of, like, original Avatar, where, like, sure, like, each book had, like, its own kind of story. Like, you know, like, book 1 was focused on getting Aang to the North Pole. Book 2 is, like, you know, getting Aang closer to the Avatars, as well as, like, earthbending and stuff like that. But, like, it all is in service to the grander story that Aang needs to learn the 4 elements to fight Ozai.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't seem like with Korra that there is a bigger story, you know? It's just Korra does things. At least if there is one, I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, it's just not, I don't know, the character development isn't as,
Also, it seems a lot more...
compose haiku.
Ooh. It seems a lot more like in Korra, they're like, this is Korra, good guy, this guy, bad guy. But it's like, in Avatar, they didn't do that. In fact, they spent a good amount of time showing you that, like, the Fire Nation think what they're doing is for the best of their nation. Which is very interesting, because it's like, oh, well, like, you know, at first you're like, oh, they're evil, because they're just Fire Nation. But then they show you the other side. Like, when they start showing, like, Zuko's childhood, like, leading up to when his dad becomes the Fire Lord. And, you know, it's like, you kind of, they're saying, like, oh, Iroh is, like, charging Boss Sing Se, and they're like, yeah, for the good of the Fire Nation. It's like, they think they're doing okay, because they just want their country to succeed. Sure, it's in a shitty way, and they realize later that it's shitty, but in the moment, they think they're doing okay, like, they're doing good, because they believe in their nation. They're not just inherently evil. It just so happens that Ozai is a corrupt leader.
Mm-hmm.
Ozai wasn't even supposed to be the Fire Lord in the first place.
And I just feel so bad for Iroh, because, like, that's his brother. Like, he was essentially, like, forced to watch while his brother turned into a monster.
Yeah.
Which is just, like, so horrible. Like, I don't know if they ever show, like, them young and, like, growing up together, but, like,
I don't know.
It must be so horrible.
Like, you know, the episode where they show, like, Zuko, like, as a kid, and, you know, by extension Azula and the rest of them, you know, it literally shows that, like, Ozai was never meant to be the Fire Lord in the first place. That happened because when Iroh lost at Ba Sing Se, you know, he brought so much dishonor to, like, the Fire Nation that they had no choice but to, like, convince the current Fire Lord, which was Zuko's grandfather, to, like, switch them.
Yeah.
Because Iroh was supposed to be the Fire Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he went to Ba Sing Se and his son died, Iroh fucking crumbled, obviously.
Yeah.
Because his only son was dead.
Yeah, and, like, just, like, with how Iroh is as a person, like, of course that would destroy him.
Yeah. God. Fucking Tales of Ba Sing Se. Yeah. Just Iroh's story in the end, when he starts to fucking sing to his son, like, essentially, like, to his son's grave.
Yeah.
It is so heart-wrenching, and it's like, oh, God.
Yeah. To try and, like, honor his son's memory,
and
but also to, like, bring some form of, like, I guess, peace to himself.
Well, even the song itself, it's like you hear it earlier in the story, because he, like Iroh was just kind of, like, chilling in Ba Sing Se and, like shopping, and he hears, like, a little kid cry, and so he, like, sings to the song to the kid to, like, try and, like, calm him down, just because Iroh is just like, hey, let's make this kid feel better. But then he sings the same song to his son's grave, and it's about, like, pleading for a young soldier to come home. But it's like, that never happened with his son, because he died in war.
It's long believed the Ama Tadayori war granted him great power.
And he's, like, crying while he's singing. It's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they had to, like, really break my heart by making it a fucking memoriam to Mako himself, who is the voice actor for Iroh before he died.
Near the river that separates it from Sutsu.
And the guy who replaced him is, like, so fucking good at doing a Mako impersonation. It's like almost, you can't even hear it, that it changed in the first place.
It's impressive.
What's really funny is that apparently, Steve let me know this, they brought that same guy that did Iroh, like, who replaced Mako when he died, they brought him in to do fucking Aku of the Samurai Jack. When they brought, did the season 5.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy fucking built a career for being Mako. Yeah, like Tom Hanks' brother doing, like, Woody for, like, anything that isn't the Toy Story movies. Whether it's commercials or Kingdom Hearts. But I've been really enjoying Avatar, even though, like, the more I watch it, the more I'm like... I really don't give that much of a fuck about Aang or Katara or Sokka.
I like Aang.
I like Aang a lot, but the more I watch it, I'm like, alright, yeah, Aang's cool and all, but, like, give me more Zuko and Iroh. Because that's where... Because, like, the more you watch it, the more you kind of realize it seems like it's more Zuko's story than Aang. Like, it's Aang's story in the way of, like, you know, you watch him grow to become the Avatar, but you really see, like, the change in Zuko the most. Going from, like, villain of the series to, like, the rightful Fire Lord, essentially. Yeah, it's really both their story.
Will grant you a long and prosperous life.
Yeah. I just find myself more interested in Zuko and Iroh than, like, any other character. Which is not bad. Like, I still love Aang and, you know, the rest of the gang. But it's like, whenever Zuko's on screen, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
He's also just a really interesting character. Like, Aang, you kind of, like, know what's going on with him most of the time. Like, Zuko, especially, like, you know, the more beginning parts, it's kind of like, you don't really know how to get a read on him.
Yeah.
What's, like, going on. I'm like, are you good? Are you bad?
I thought they killed Lord Shima.
Yeah.
You know, like, especially in the beginning.
And then you just realize that Zuko's just doing his best.
Yeah.
I can't lose my uncle. I won't.
Like, I fucking love the, at the end of the story where Zuko, like, goes on the date, and he, like, so how'd it go? Slam! It was fun. It was nice, you know? Like, ah, oh, Zuko.
It's just a drama.
Yeah. So what do you do for fun?
Surely
Nothing.
you will triumph over our enemies.
I feel ready to take on the whole
Nothing.
Mongol army. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. There are hot springs all over the island. Make use of them. Take time to heal and reflect. The practice will keep your body ready for battle, my lord.
Like, I'm glad that I'm finally watching through Avatar. Even though, like, most of what I've always been like, oh, I need to, like, finish watching Avatar because I missed a lot. I didn't realize how much I didn't miss. Honestly. Because, like, out of, like, all the episodes that I've watched, I think I only have never seen, like, one of them. And I'm, like, almost done with book 2.
Many people travel.
Like, I didn't realize how much of book 2 I've actually just seen.
I'll go there.
And I think the last episode...
Thank you, my lord.
Like, the only episode that I haven't seen was the episode where, they go to that one island and they're having Avatar Day. And they're like, oh, wow, like a day where we celebrate the Avatar, and they have, like a giant Aang, a giant Roku, and a giant Kyoshi. And then they have a guy, like, running with a torch, and they're like, oh, yeah! And the guy throws the torch at Kyoshi, and it's, like, burning all the Avatar, and they're like, yeah, fuck the Avatar!
Yep. That's a great episode.
They're like, Kyoshi murdered our great leader, and it's like, no, and Aang's, the whole time it's like, no. And then, like, they manifest fucking Kyoshi, and she's like, I killed him. Because he was an asshole. Even though technically, in that flashback, she doesn't kill him. He kills himself from being an idiot. She, like, takes, like, the island of Kyoshi away, and he just jumps up and down so many times that he just fell off a cliff.
What the hell?
And died.
Loser.
So technically she didn't kill him. She would've, but she didn't.
Kept them being an annoying shit.
It was cool just to see Avatar Kyoshi, though. Because from like them, you know, before that, the only other Avatar you really saw was Roku. It was cool to see them focus on Kyoshi for a bit. Thankfully, the worst episode of Avatar's like in the first season, so there's not much downtime. Yeah, Great Divide.
Oh, wow.
You know, the one that they joke about in the recap episode? Where they're like, oh, look, it's the Great Divide. Let's skip it. I can't wait to get to that episode, which I realized today that, like, apparently that's just the second to last episode of the show. like right before Sozin's Comet. Which, by the way, I'm excited to finally get to book 3, because looking through like the episode list, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any of book 3 other than Sozin's Comet. So once I get to book 3, like everything will be new.
Worse than death for what they did at Komoda.
I'd like just give her a peck on the forehead.
I'm still willing to give Korra a try, but like I'm not getting my fucking hopes up for anything like good at all. Like on the like level of the Last Airbender. I'm not even getting my hopes up for this apparent like live action remake that we're getting. Yeah, well, this is a series instead of a movie. That apparently Netflix is like funding and like streaming.
Like deadly falcons.
Don't mind me.
Down she go.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. I'm like, why? What's the point? They're making the live action Avatar for Netflix.
Yeah.
Like the show instead of just a movie.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Fun.
Like there's no reason for it. You should just leave it alone. If you're gonna do something, or if you're gonna make like a live action Avatar thing, just make it original. Just make a new Avatar story and try to make it better than Korra. It is interesting though, because like, I heard Steve talk about Korra and he's like, this show's fucking stupid. But then I also listened to Pete talk about Korra, and Pete loves fucking Korra. And stuck through it like all 4 seasons.
I just hope that Korra doesn't pull a fucking Star versus the forces of evil and just like forgo all of the important shit going on and just worry about freaking Korra and her lesbian relationship.
Well, I watched like the first like 3 episodes, and then I just fell off because I just didn't care. Oh yeah, like, well, for one thing, they thought it was just gonna be 1 season, but then they were like, more. And I'm like, what?
You're like, crap.
Oh, wait, why?
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters is who's Aang's son? Tenzin?
Yeah, Tenzin.
Tenzin's children.
Yeah.
The youngest one. The one that looks like
the fucking like retard looking boy.
the Be the Leaf guy.
Yeah.
He looks like Tommy Pickles.
Yeah.
And I love him because he's just so fucking adorable. Yes, Be the Leaf,
So is that
Korra.
actually what happened though? That they thought they were only gonna have like 1 season?
Yeah, they thought they were only gonna have 1 season. They didn't think that it was gonna go on for like 4 seasons.
Okay.
But it did, for some reason. That's why every season is a different story, because they were like, we don't know when we're gonna get canceled.
Oh, so they like weren't sure like what's the real story, I guess, kind of?
Yeah. What did you say?
So they like weren't...
Any word on Tomoe?
Oh yeah, they got canned. They got canned hard. Because they were trying... Nickelodeon was trying to cancel, like, force its ratings to go down so that it could market like a financial failure and get a tax write-off. Because that's what networks do sometimes. But that also makes it so that they can't legally show that show on TV anymore. Yup. Happened with Megas XLR.
What happened with Megas?
So what some networks will do is if they have like a super expensive show, the network will try to like bury it and like show them at the worst time slots so that they will purposefully get shitty ratings because no one will be fucking awake to watch it at 5 o'clock in the morning. So that the network can deem that show a financial failure.
Yeah.
Because if they do that, they get a tax write-off. I think it also... Yeah, it happened with Megas XLR, Symbionic Titan, and I'm pretty sure they also did it with Danny Phantom. Because they started showing new episodes of Danny Phantom at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
It must have been harsh.
Which is why they only had like 3 seasons. And then they had to finish it in season 3 with Phantom Planet.
We don't know it was her fault.
Well, let's be real, season 3 of Danny Phantom is not great. We all know why that is. Because of the man, the myth, the legend himself, Butch Hartman, taking the reins of like lead writer essentially, not understanding his own show, being like,
why was Tsunami able to show it again like years later? Though?
I don't know, maybe because I don't know. It might be like a legal loophole because maybe they consider Tsunami like a different. Like,
well, not even maybe they're not able to like continue the series, but like they still own all of the old footage and shit.
True.
Like I'm sure that they can do whatever they want with it. They just can't make more of it.
Yeah, because then they're like, well, it was a financial failure, so like, why are you making more?
I think it happened with animated. I just remember Doc acting in the Dead Man's Time Zone on Friday nights.
Yeah, it's just really a shame when they do shit like that, or when because Nickelodeon will also do this, is that they'll like if they have a show that they just want to fucking kill, they'll just send it over to Nicktoons Network. And like sometimes they would do that without creators' permission. That's what happened with Harvey Beaks, is that they just sent it over to Nicktoons Network, and C.H. Greenblatt was like, "Oh, I guess they're trying to cancel my show now."
Can I just show something off?
Yeah.
So right now we're walking towards this objective, and he's just walking.
Yeah.
So like you would assume that like, oh, I'm just gonna walk with him. Their speed that they travel to an objective at
they match yours.
Yeah, it's based on your own.
Before.
I've never seen that in any other video game.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
It's really like misleading.
Yeah.
Because I'll like start sprinting and then they'll start sprinting. And I'm like, I was walking because I thought that I had to. Not because I wanted to. I'm just gonna sprint everywhere from now on.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for, Sakai?
What do you mean, what am I waiting for? I'm climbing the damn mountain.
What are you waiting for?
Idiot.
I'm faster.
Come on, you old shit. Hurry up. Old fart?
Hello?
Watch, he's like already at the top. He's like, very slow. Oh my god, he is.
Not bad, Sakai.
Damn, you're fast for an old shit, aren't you?
Come on, young Szechuan.
Are we gonna chuck spears? Like, what is the setup?
No. I said you had to climb.
No.
It's good exercise.
Okay, thanks.
Arrows, Mongol and Japanese.
If they were here, they're long gone.
We might pick up their trail by the practice target.
There is no target.
I'm sure there is. Probably very, very far away.
Near that watchtower.
Not bad, Sensei.
Find out where they went.
Alright, you just, watch me.
Well, before we do that,
Move it, Sakai.
that's where we're going to end it for today. If you liked the video, like it, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this one, hit that bell notification. If you want to see them when the next episode of Ghosts of Tsushima comes out, check up in that iCard. We got other series that we've done, like Deus Ex, Crash Bandicoot, Dog's Life. Question of the day.
Have you ever shot a bone arrow before?
Put that shit in the comments below. Become a well-esteemed guest by joining the Discord server. Link is in the description of every video. I'm Bottles.
I'm G.
See you next time.
Continue.